there exists a peculiar and profound paradox that is a part of our humanity, one often observed in those like you who stand as pillars of strength for others. You are recognized instantly. You are the unwavering, the resolute. You are the individuals whose very presence seems to embody an indomitable spirit. To the outside world, you are warriors. Your resilience is a beacon. Your determination is a silent sermon that inspires others to pick up their own flagging resolve. You encourage others to strive for greater heights, to believe that surrender is not an option. You are the ones with your gloves perpetually up, ready to face the next challenge, the next blow, the next long night. Your courage is contagious, and your tenacity is a benchmark. Yet beneath the armor, behind the unyielding gaze, resides a human heart and a mind susceptible to the same erosion that affects us all. The warrior, too, gets tired. This is not the simple fatigue that a good night's sleep can remedy. It is a profound, soul-deep weariness, a cumulative exhaustion born from the relentless vigilance, the ceaseless demand to be on. It is the burden of constant readiness, the psychic toll of absorbing blows, not just for yourself, but often for those who look to you for guidance and protection. There are moments, often in the quiet, solitary hours, when the desire to simply let the gloves drop, to cease the perpetual struggle, becomes an almost irresistible siren song. This is what happens when you lose your fight, not in the public arena, not in a grand dramatic surrender, but in the silent, hidden chambers of your own being. It is the moment the internal dam cracks, when the mental and emotional reserves are utterly depleted, and when the very notion of taking another step, engaging in another conflict, or offering another word of encouragement feels like an impossible feat. It is the insidious whisper that asks, what if I just stopped? The pressure of always having to be the one who can never stop, who can never show weakness, who must always project an aura of invincibility, becomes an almost unbearable weight. The energy to maintain the facade, let alone the actual fight, dwindles to a flickering ember. But here lies the true test of the warrior, the definitive mark of your extraordinary resolve. Even when every fiber of your being screams for cessation, even when the spirit is bruised and battered beyond recognition, you do not truly lose the fight in the ultimate sense. The internal collapse, the moment of profound exhaustion, is not a final surrender, but a crucible. It is in these depths of despair that the deepest reserves are tapped, not necessarily of strength, but of pure, unadulterated refusal to yield. You keep going, you keep trying, you keep striving. This persistence is not born of a sudden surge of energy, for that is long gone. It is born of an unwavering commitment to a purpose larger than your immediate discomfort, a fierce loyalty to the ideals that you embody, or a profound understanding of the ripple effect your submission would cause. It is a primal, guttural defiance against the dictates of exhaustion. For you, being tired is not an option. This is not a denial of the feeling of fatigue, which can be crushing, but a categorical rejection of the permission to act upon it. To be tired is a biological reality. However, to be tired, in the sense of allowing it to dictate one's actions, is an indulgence you just cannot afford. This principle is not a callous dismissal of self-care, but a solemn vow, an unwritten code forged in the fires of necessity. It is the recognition that your role, your mission, Your very identity demands an enduring presence, an unwavering front, regardless of the internal cost. The warrior who feels their fight slipping away, only to re-engage with renewed, if weary, determination, offers a more profound lesson than one who never wavers. You teach others that true strength is not the absence of struggle or fatigue, but the choice made in its relentless presence. You remind those around you that the greatest battles are often fought in silence within the confines of one's own spirit, and that the refusal to yield, even when utterly spent, is the most potent form of victory. Your continuing struggle, though often hidden, fuels the very inspiration that you provide, illuminating the path for all who dare to engage in their own, sometimes endless, fights. You, my friend, are the light at the end of the tunnel,